Hello everyone, this is Mo. In this video, I'd like to show you how to use Google Earth to input stations and find distances, bearings, and elevations. So this is an example. I'm standing here next to this building and I'm planning to walk all the way here. So I'm gonna put two stations. So if you go up here on the top left, you're gonna see a pin. And when you scroll on it, it says add placemark. If you click on it, it's going to show you this symbol and you can name it. I'm going to name it S1. And it's going to give you your UTM zone that you're in. If you move it around, the easting and northing changes. It's a very helpful tool to find your exact locations, UTM coordinates. You can, of course, change the way it looks. I can change it to a star. And you can change the scale. You can change the color. And when you move it around, you can only move it around when you have this window open. As soon as you click OK, you won't be able to move the pin around anymore. In order to get your access again to move it around, you need to right click and get info. Once you do that, you can move it around, you can rename it again, and you can change it. So I can add my destination here. I can call it S2. I can choose a different shape this time. And that's my second station. So if I want to find the distance, bearing, and elevation between these two stations, all I can do is go up here and click on this tiny ruler. Now this shows me this window, and I can now click on a location once. When I click it once, it shows me this line that I can stretch it anywhere. And when I click it for the second time, it places the line in my destination. So this information right here is very important. The first one shows you the distance between your station 1, your station 2, or even if I clear this up, even if I say, okay, I want the distance between that spot and this spot, and it's 176 meters. But for the purpose of walking between these two stations, I'm going to say, okay, the distance between the two stations is 123.68 meters. Of course, you can change the units into centimeters, kilometers, miles, yards, based on your needs. And you get your bearing as well. It says if you're going from station 1 to station 2, you're heading at 91 degrees. Okay, so let's say now we are facing true north. And if we put a Douglas protractor right here, we can see that this line is right on 90. And as you can see, it says 90.75 degrees. So that's how we find our bearing and distance. I can call this line 1 and I can save it. Now, lastly, to find the elevation, all I have to do is to point my mouse where I want to know the elevation. So if I'm pointing here, it says the elevation is 16 meters. And it says that on the bottom right corner of the screen. If you look here, so when my cursor is here, it's 15 meters. It's right here. But if I move my cursor here next to my first station, it's 16 meters. Now if I move my cursor here, it's 15 meters. So the elevation difference between these two stations is 1. So from station 1 to station 2, the elevation goes down by 1. So we say that the elevation difference is -1 between from station 1 to station 2. Thanks for listening and see you later.